Hello and welcome. Today on BOI Weekly, we take a look at the Bank of Industry's intervention in the pharmaceutical subsector. More specifically, we zero in on Fidson Healthcare PLC, and it's a leading pharmaceutical manufacturing company here in Nigeria, founded in 1995. With multi-billion naira interventions from the Bank of Industry over the last 10 years, Fidson Pharmaceutical Company now boasts of a globally competitive World Health Organization certified drug production plant in Ota, Ogun State. Also on the show today, the Bank of Industry's intervention also in the pharmaceutical industry extends to Jawa International Limited. It's a reputable pharmaceutical products manufacturing company. Their bouquet of products include pharmaceutical formulations, medicines, blood tonics, cough syrups, and marketing of antacids here in Nigeria. I am Kayode Alayande. Welcome to the program.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
Fidson Healthcare PLC is a leading pharmaceutical manufacturing company in Nigeria. Its 7th-floor headquarters sits fine and dandy in the heart of Obanikoro along the ever-busy Ikorodu Expressway, Lagos. Founded in 1995 as a local distributor of pharmaceutical products, Fidson has positioned itself as the most preferred healthcare provider in sub-Saharan Africa, producing a wide range and class of pharmaceutical products for obstetrics and gynecology, vitamins and minerals, cardiovascular medicines, anti-infectives and anti-malarials, appetite stimulants, as well as medicines for diseases of joints. Fidson has been meeting the healthcare demands of the Nigerian people for almost a quarter of a century. The goal is to be the #1 pharmaceutical industry in Nigeria, saving lives as well as providing value for investors, despite the challenges of operating in a very tough economic environment. The MD CEO, Dr. Fidelis Ayebe, says the Bank of Industry is instrumental to their steady growth over the years.
Fidson Pharmaceuticals is today a manufacturer and distributor of over 250 brands of pharmaceutical, products in this marketplace. We have big established brands like Ciprotab, Astimane, Tuxil, and all whatnot. We started in 1995 as a distributor of pharmaceutical products for multinationals and for importers. but then developed our own brands in 1996. Since that time, we began to only sell our own products, and we de-emphasized and discontinued distribution for multinationals. And we then grew from contract manufacturing our own brands from India into owning our own factories in Nigeria. And since then, we have built 3 factories, and the one that we currently occupy is the largest pharmaceutical manufacturing plant in Nigeria. So basically, this is who we are.
You've literally gone through different phases of expansion, and whether of products or of operations ever since you started. I would like you to tell me or walk me through what roles the Bank of Industry has played in these sets of expansions.
Bank of Industry, as you know, is one of those developmental institutions that has really helped in literally making Nigeria a manufacturing hub within West Africa. When we were going into manufacturing, we actually started with commercial loans that was pretty expensive for an industry like ours, where what you need to manufacture must be of a particular standard, right? Otherwise, you will not have the kind of efficacious and acceptable product to the regulator, NAFDAC. Therefore, the capital outlay for setting up a pharmaceutical plant is pretty high, and the entry barrier, as it were, is also very high. So when we started, it was basically, through commercial bank loans. However, fortunately, in 2010, 2011, we made an inroad into BOI, and since then, we have had loans literally at sub 10%, right? To do expansion, to build our factories, to expand our business, and also working capital loans.
Let's zero in on the specifics. I know there have been cycles of loans. Can you walk us through these loans and what they were specifically used for in terms of infrastructure?
In 2011, we got our first loan of 1.4 billion naira, which was basically to complete our biotech plant, which is the current plant that we have, which is the largest in Nigeria, like I said. And then in 2015, we then accessed another tranche of 700 million naira, as a working capital loan. Now that we have almost paid up, the entire, 1.4 billion that we first accessed, right? We have accessed another 2 billion naira for further expansion of the plant, for capacity expansion, and for the introduction of new molecules or new products, as it were, in the plant, and also working capital. Working capital, as you know, would basically be for the procurement of all inputs for manufacturing, and also for marketing.
All right, can you also give me a sense of the impact of those interventions? On one side, the impact within your organization in terms of how much more jobs you're able to create and how much more production capacity that you have as a result of those interventions. And then the linkages within the Nigerian economy or your own value chain, the pharmaceutical value chain, that intervention has been able to create or lubricate.
When we got listed in 2008, it was essentially to access cheap funds, from the stock market to build a factory. And then there was a downturn. almost immediately thereafter. Therefore, we couldn't go for the second tranche of fundraise that we wanted to do. So the only choice that was then available to us was to go to BOI. And we went to BOI and began to work with BOI until about 2010, when they finally approved the loan and we accessed it in 2011. That in itself shaved a minimum of about 11% of the cost of funding, the project. That made it possible for us to put up the plant much more cheaper than we would have if we were using commercial bank loans. That's one. Two, when we accessed the working capital, that also reduced the cost of working capital, for us. So between accessing the loan for infrastructure and working capital, right? We were able to shave an average of about 12-13% of cost of funding. All of that were then given back, right, to the consumer, primarily because we are known for selling affordable, for manufacturing and selling affordable products. So all of that were inputs given back to the consumer, and the ordinary Nigerian on the street was then able to access quality products at affordable prices. In terms of employment, when we left the old factory for this new factory, at the time we were leaving, there were just about 250 staff. But in this current factory, we have 700 staff working with us, currently. That in itself, tells you that the BOI loan the BOI as an institution is an institution that Nigeria must continue to encourage in order to, develop her manufacturing capabilities. Without BOI or such developmental banks, I do not see how you can establish, manufacturing, institutions in Nigeria. It is only BOI loan that could have, ensured a maximization, of whatever funding that was available.
Even though Fidson began as a local distributor of pharmaceutical products, the goal was not to be a trading company. They wanted to build a local pharmaceutical giant that was globally competitive. Today, Fidson boasts of a self-sustaining World Health Organization certified plant covering a 12-acre land area in Ogun State.
Well, a couple of considerations when the idea to set up this kind of facility came to our mind. We couldn't really find any company that could proudly represent Nigeria in terms of practices, in terms of structures, in terms of even offerings, product offerings to the market.
The company has also played defining roles in the emergence of a new generation of industry players through innovation, excellence, passion, integrity, and ownership. Fidson currently runs a high standard of quality control with a current Good Manufacturing Practice CGMP compliant facility. The CGMP is a primary regulatory standard for ensuring quality in the pharmaceutical industry. Fidson is also one of a few Nigerian pharmaceutical manufacturers in line for the World Health Organization's GMP certification. And here is why.
We have adopted the system that works for us, and that's the quality management system. The system incorporates current good manufacturing practice, as well as using WHO standard as a guide to the way we operate our processes.
Water is key to the production of drugs, and that's why Fidson takes its water production and purification processes very seriously.
Core manufacturing process starts from having good water. You must be able, we have our water processes in such a way that the water is chlorinated online, that is the process of disinfection from the borehole. Then it goes through what we call water treatment processes that start from softening the water.
Drug and substance abuse has become a sore point, not just in Nigeria but globally. Dr. Ayebe believes the challenge can only give way in the face of collaborative effort.
The process of distribution is very well regulated. What had happened is a few bad apples within the system, right, who took advantage, right, of, the system, as it were, like every other thing, to perpetuate something that is wrong, right? NAFDAC is doing its level best, or her level best, to ensure that these guidelines are properly followed. However, in every society, there are a few bad apples.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative.
The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search the keyword Bank of Industry and download your mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
With a vision to be recognized as an innovative pharmaceutical manufacturing company and healthcare solutions provider in Nigeria, Jawa International Limited began operation as an importer and distributor of drugs into Nigeria in 1995. 3 years later, 1998 precisely, they decided to go into local manufacturing. With the support of the Bank of Industry, Jawa International Limited now competes favorably as it ranks amongst the top 10 companies playing in the Nigerian pharmaceutical market. Aside from the Lagos operation, they maintain offices in 8 other zones, namely Ibadan, Ilorin, Kano, Yola, Enugu, Suleja, Abuja, and Aba. This is besides a team of medical representatives, including marketing and sales managers in each state of the federation. Jawa continues to provide world-class quality medicines at affordable costs for Nigerians through innovative and economic formulations distributed in every nook and cranny of the country and beyond. With a total staff strength of more than 400 highly skilled professional, experienced, trained and certified workers, the company maintains an efficient information technology friendly environment with 24-hour internet facility for efficient services.
See, in Nigeria, both local as well as imported products are available. The advantage of buying locally manufactured goods is you are sure of the quality you are buying because you are regulated by regulatory authorities like NAFDAC, PCN, and these people constantly come and inspect your factories and ensure whatever that is produced locally is of good quality. Imported ones, because there are a lot of goods come in through border and another thing, and seaports without proper registration and other things. And such qualities product, they reduce the price and try to show that they can compete with the locally manufactured. But in effect, those products' quality is very badly below the label claims. The challenges are many. We all know the challenges in Nigeria, but we look at every challenge as an opportunity, so that the earlier you overcome the challenges, you come out successfully.
Mr. Vaki Vagiz also speaks about threats to local drugs manufacturing and the impact of the Bank of Industry's intervention.
Bank of Industry, we find that their services are good. When we initially approached them for financing our factory expansion, they said they will be able to assist us after looking at our credentials, our audited accounts and various other things. They said we can, they can assist us. So when they asked us how much is the amount required, we said it will be about 600 million or 600 to 700 million. Then they said there is no need to go to the head office. It can be dealt at the branch level. So we approached the Ikeja branch, and the officials from the bank came here. They inspected to find out what we are currently doing and for what purpose we are taking this loan. So we explained to all these things to them. Then they asked us to go ahead with the proposal, what we want. We were asked to submit to the items which we want to procure and give make the submission. We did that, and they did it fairly fast, I should say. They processed it. They came for 1 or 2 inspection afterwards to find out more about what we are going to do, and in detail they studied it and put up their recommendation to head office. And within a period of 2 weeks time after reached the head office, they were able to approve this facility and give us the approval to go ahead. And then for instance, in the manufacturing side, we have expanded our manufacturing vessels. We had to procure new vessels, and then we were able to install it. And I mentioned to you, we have provided HVAC system. We have procured nearly 14 HVAC systems and installed it. When you install an advanced system, your energy requirement goes up. To match this, we have to buy a new generator to add to what we had already. We had about 350 kVA generator earlier. We have added another 400 kVA generator. So totally we have about 750 kVA generator plus a standby generator also. So all these we were able to procure it. And then as I mentioned earlier, to match this, we need to increase the capacity of our transformer. We have done that also. Transformer also we have procured. We have procured the HVAC system. A very modern lab has been put up now. And then our ceiling has been redone. We had ceiling earlier, we have redone it. And all the 4 liquid lines we have is now well standardized, and then it can match any regulator's requirement. Similarly, we have refurbished, added new equipments for our ointment sections also. We manufacture ointments and medicated ointments and creams. That section also has been upgraded. So these are the improvements which we have done, which really has helped. We are able to run all the 4 lines of liquid lines, and then we have about 3 lines for dry syrup, and we have 2 ointment making machines. All this has helped to increase our labor force from, we had earlier about 400 people, now we have about 500 people in our roles. Bank of Industry is playing a very key role in different sector. They're helping the small scale industries, they're helping the medium scale industry and large industries also. They are playing a very key role. Such a gap, this gap was missing for quite some time. Now at least Bank of Industry has come up and it is definitely helping a great to industries. And they are very specific because they are giving for productive activity only. They are not giving for working capital or your civil construction and all that. The investors has to provide the basic facility like land, civil construction and other things. They give only for equipments and machineries. That is a very good thing what they are doing.
There are several funds targeted at different groups of entrepreneurs at the Bank of Industry, and they're waiting for serious and qualified businesses to maximize. Feel free to reach out to the Bank of Industry today, regardless of the cluster that you are playing in, by visiting any of their branches closest to you or log on to their website at boi.ng. You can apply for BOI loans online. Simply download the BOI SME loan app from the Google Play Store and follow the instructions. You can find me on Twitter at KAY Alayande. Tweet at me should you have further inquiries about the Bank of Industry. Watch previous editions of the program on youtube.com by typing BOI Weekly in the search area. That's our show for today. Many thanks for watching. I'm Kayode Alayande. Bye now.